alpha male. There's this tension that I just keep coming back to.
What's up, y'all?
It's obvious from your reporting and really the decade or so that we've been talking about toxic masculinity and kind of this rise of the manosphere. There's real suffering. It's a legitimate crisis out there.
Headed to Cigar
Men
Internationals.
falling behind in real immeasurable ways, as you mentioned, in wages and
Had a pretty good day.
and friendship and
Really good
mental
day.
health overall.
Really been
And there
relaxing
don't
and
seem to be
recovering from
systems
being
in
over the road.
place, communal systems like women have, where they can
really
express
nice being
themselves. There's still somewhat of a stigma.
Starting to feel more like a human than a machine.
What is being pushed in these spaces, and yet this response that's gaining
I think it was the Lord's will for me to come home, man. I really do. I really do, man. I wanted to go back. I tried to go back. I even made it to the yard. Got in the truck. But by the time I got in the truck, it was like it was an invisible wall in front of me. I couldn't move. I was paralyzed with fear and anxiety. I was paralyzed with the thought that I was going out for another maybe a month and a half. I was absolutely terrified. I was full of anxiety and just mixed emotions. And yeah, you know what? I wanted to go back over the road. I like the money. I ain't gonna lie to you. The money for a single man with a cheap car and a crappy apartment, living in the crappy part of town, it's good money. I ain't gonna say it wasn't good money. I was able to put $5,000 motor in my car with no problem. Just gave him $5,000 without even thinking about it. Hey, y'all want this money? Okay, I need my engine replaced. Here's the money. Yo, who does that? Who puts $5,000 in a $10,000 car? What the heck? What kind of logic is that? It's not logic. It's not a lot of logic in my thinking. And I'll be the first to admit, I'm pretty emotional. That's because I wasn't really groomed and prepared to really take on some of the responsibilities that I'm having to deal with. I'm in the desert of the real, and in the real, you have to face reality. You need a car, you need an apartment, you need food, you need a job. Okay, this is the real world. If you don't like it, you got another option if you don't like it bad enough. Everybody has the option if they don't like living bad enough. But now that I've been home for about a month and a couple weeks, I like living. I like living again. I like getting out. I like waking up at 7 o'clock. I like having a cup of coffee. I enjoy the little things in life. I don't need a lot of money. I never did need a lot of money, but I got caught up in this imaginary rat race. I just got caught up in it. I got caught up in it, and I'd be the first to admit, you know. And I just got comfortable. One thing trucking did make me have to. Trucking made me a better man. It made me a better man. I cannot say that it didn't make me a better man because trucking instilled a lot of self-confidence, a lot of self-reliance. Like I would get myself in the jams, and I would really have to figure out how to get myself out of the jams. And that was mostly what trucking helped me to realize, is that I can get myself out of jams. And just don't be afraid, man. Most of the time, fear is the biggest obstacle to a person's success. And you know, for me, I needed that. I needed that training of, you know, a good 6 years of running into problems, constantly running into problems. There wasn't 1 year that I was trucking that I didn't have a major breakdown. I mean, physically and in all areas of life, I was having breakdowns constantly. And what I'm thinking about now is that it didn't kill me. None of those breakdowns that I was so afraid of, I just imagined the worst case scenario all the time. And it was just like, okay, the truck had an engine failure. Okay, well, you gotta try to get the problem under control. You know, you don't need to just be worried, because worry will take your energy and momentum from fixing the problem. And so I had to learn how to use the little bit of sense I had to kind of keep me, on the road, And trucking taught me a lot about the world in general. It taught me a lot about the world. The world is not an easy place. It's not a fun place. It can be simple, but it's not easy. If you're dedicated to doing the right thing, it's simple. But if you're not dedicated and you don't have a purpose and a mission, then it becomes very, very complicated. And so trucking helped me to see the things, if I want them, okay, I have to work at them, and I have to commit myself 100%. I can't be 85%. And that's why I didn't go back in February, is because I ran all of 2025. I think I ran like maybe 10 and a half months. I was consistent running, man. I would come home for maybe like at the most, I think I came home like 2 weeks last year. And that was during Christmas. And then after that, but before that, I was just coming home for like 5 days. I'd stay out like 6 weeks. For every week I was out, I would take a day off. And man, look at wow, that's a full moon at 7:30, man. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, another thing, man. I really like driving now. You know what? Trucking, it burned me out on driving though. It burned me out, and I got tired of looking at the road. I was frustrated by the time I got out of the truck. Towards the end of 2025, I was starting to I could really see that I had lost the fun of driving, and it was dreadful, man. I was dreading just waking up in a truck stop. I was dreading having to go take a number. I was dreading having to go into truck stops. Like, I didn't want to look at people that worked in the truck stop. I didn't want to associate with truck drivers. That's what trucking did to me, being out and being on the road. It consumes you. It's all work, and it's okay. It's okay. It is doable. It is doable. I'm not saying that it's not doable. I'm not saying I won't go back to trucking, but not right now. I can't go back to trucking, man. I'm enjoying being somebody that has a semi-functional life. Like okay, what I mean by that is that I wake up in my own bed. I cook my food in my kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I cook my own food in my kitchen. I get to go to 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me, that is fun. That to me is fun. And on top of that, I also have been staying sober, man. I don't know why I didn't say that the first time, but yeah, I've been sober for like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even think about it now because I'm not. See, I think the thing with me with the drinking is when I feel anxious and I don't know exactly why I'm anxious or why I'm frustrated, I just feel this overwhelming sense of pressure, and I feel an overwhelming sense to escape myself. I want to get out of my own self. Like, I want to get out of my own head. But drinking has never been the solution. You know what I'm saying? Drinking was always an additional problem, because once I got sober, I was still left with who I was when I started drinking. I was still the problem. I still didn't want to look myself in the mirror. But yeah, and I appreciate Honey Bear. Like, Honey Bear is like my saving grace, man. She's my saving grace. I don't even recognize. I take her for granted sometimes that she's with me. But got a couple things that are going for me right now. And my plan is to find like a little gig to get me through the summer months. Just find a little temporary gig, and then go back to school. You know, I want to go get my EMT certification and become a medical worker in the health profession. Because with that career, so I just started doing research on that career, and it's a short certification process. I think the process is total like maybe like 6 or 7 weeks. 6 or 7 weeks maybe. And the price for the school is pretty affordable. It's pretty affordable. So I could go to school, or I could take my classes and work a part-time gig just to, you know, have some money in my pocket and take care of a few bills. But I could dedicate myself to furthering my education, and I think I need to continue furthering my education because you know, it's true what they say. If you don't use a muscle, you will eventually lose that muscle. And that's true for me. I realized that continuing education is a big part of my purpose. My purpose is to gain the knowledge so that I can have tools at my disposal. That way I'm not locked into one way. I want to have more than one way to reach the goals that I want for myself. I think trucking is a way to reach financial independence, but in a way, trucking it makes you into you have to be all in it. Even if you are a smart person and you're like a book nerd or a bookworm, or you come from another career field, it's something about trucking that it made me dull. It made me dull. It made me feel like I was stupid. Like I was just holding a steering wheel and my brain was on autopilot. Like I didn't have any thoughts of intellect or intelligence when I was driving. I mean, I had enough intellect to navigate the road and to you know, things related to the job. It was like a job related like education. But I think I have to develop myself and push myself because I can do more. I can do a lot more than what I do. I sometimes have a like I get comfortable. I get comfortable too easy because I think because I was raised in a family that they provided everything for me. My dad was a hard worker his whole life. My mom was a hard worker her whole life. So, you know, I had an easy life. I had an easy childhood. I didn't have to get out and make money to pay bills, to keep the lights on, and you know, keep food on the table. I didn't do that. I just played. I played all the time, and so, like, I take it for granted that I have the life that I have a lot of times. I take it for granted because where I live right now, you know, there's people that didn't get a chance to finish high school because they didn't have a stable home life, or they had so much chaos going on that they couldn't really dedicate themselves to learning and focusing on schoolwork, you know. So yeah, it's 35 away. 35 is no jive. To take this route going up to Amarillo. Used to take this. It's 35 north. 35 north headed up to 287. We take 287 northwest. Go through Wichita Falls, Chillicothe, Koinonia, Memphis, all the little country towns that you would see on the Texas Reporter show. I don't know if y'all know about the Texas Reporter. Here's a show that used to come on. There's a bunch of Dairy Queens on 287. I'll tell you that. It's a bunch of Dairy Queens. Man, I can't turn this camera because the bar that holds the phone holder is right in the middle where the out facing lens is, so I can't turn it. But it's a good day, man. I've been having some great days. Today I got a massage. I went to the massage parlor and I paid $60 for a 30-minute massage. It was worth it too. It was a great massage, man. It made me feel so much more relaxed. And I went fishing today. Went fishing for 2 hours. I've been fishing every day, man, since I've been home. Maybe 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times. When I first came home, I would go fishing. Like in the morning, and then I would go in the afternoon. But now I'm doing some more research and getting prepared to make another transition. So I go in the afternoons usually. I usually go out there. That's when Honey Bear has to take her second bathroom break. So we go out to the lake, and thank God for Lake Como, man. That place is like a gem and a pearl, man. I swear. Lake Como, it couldn't be a better place for me, man. It has this feeling of a village. It's like I feel like when I'm there, although it might not be that way, because I usually only go certain places. And I only usually associate with certain people. But I've had opportunities to give back to the community. I've been serving the community. They have a lot of opportunities to get involved in service work and meeting your neighbors in the community. That's always fun and uplifting to do stuff like that. I feel like if you live somewhere, you want to leave the place better than when you found it. And I think there's a saying that says, "Each one, teach one." You know, you don't have to go out there and change the world. Start in your home. Start with yourself. Set some healthy boundaries and some healthy habits for yourself. Because I can't change my neighborhood if I'm not working on myself. And I realized that I don't necessarily have to follow the traditional path of some people have to. Some people have to work and then they pay bills. But I have been blessed with sort of a lifestyle where I don't have a family. I don't have a wife that depends on me for financial support. I don't have to support kids and that sort of thing. So most of my time is going to be geared towards giving back to the community. I want to have some things where I set up some things that I can I don't want to just go and wait for somebody else to do something. I really am thinking about what I could do, maybe to give back in a different way other than financially, because I think the most important thing is time. I think time, if you can give time, and time is priceless. It only takes a small amount of time to really make a difference. Whereas with money, money has the influence of shaping people's opinion. It's like I don't want to buy people's affection. I just want to give out of the goodness that has been shown to me, because like I give to the community, but the community also feeds me. So when I give to the community, I'm giving to myself. There's somebody with this bright light right here. It's a freaking idiot. I don't miss that about trucking, man. That burned me out on trucking, man. Driving at nighttime and people had these high definition headlights. Oh man, that used to irritate me. I'm gonna have to go get my eyes checked out because I really think my eyes have been damaged from so much driving at night and looking at my side mirrors at these cars with these freaking airplane lights, man. These are like light tower lights in cars. I'm like, what? That used to irritate me so bad. Just little things kept adding up in trucking for me, man. Like, people were just inconsiderate. It seemed like the ongoing climate in America is the more ruder, the more tackier, the more bullier, the more alpha you are. It seems like what everybody's after is this alpha. I'm the big dog. You can't. I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna just accept it. You know, it's like, bro, man. You know, your life can end. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think that they're invincible because they have this attitude about them that they're just like Rambo or some big, you know, tough guy. You know, they might have a gun on them, but everybody has guns on them. My neighbor, man, boy, you know, and it's like, okay, maybe it's time for me to come off the road because I'm internalizing too much of this crap, and it's not worth it. It's really not worth it, man. I like having the respect of being a professional and everything like that, but I also understand that in life there's more things. There are more important things in life than being respectable by quote unquote standards. You know, being gainfully employed. But yeah, man, I think things are gonna work out for me. I was kind of leery when I first got home. I was kind of still in a little limbo, like maybe I will go back, maybe I will just take a couple weeks off. But with all this going on with the diesel prices and the uncertainty if the world is gonna end, and you know, it's like we're in these conflicts. I really don't want to be away from home. I would rather be home and if I need to, you know, link back up with my family, and you know, I can always get another job. That's not a problem. That's not the end of the world for me anymore. It used to be the end of the world for me when I didn't have a job. I used to really feel like, man, I'm gonna be homeless. I ain't gonna have nothing. But I really only thought about myself. You know, I was only thinking about myself. But you know, the reality is, the universe is a big place, man. And it teaches you, man, how we have survived on less than this. We have existed as a people in the toughest of times, and when there was no way, we made a way. And that's what I want to get back to. I want to start seeing myself as not just a worker, but I am an initiator of an enterprise. I'm an initiator of possibility. I can manifest the desires that are needed for enrichment and empowerment. I don't have to just be an idle watcher. I can participate. Going to these little creative open mic nights has also sparked just an awakening of what it means to really, really put yourself out there. You know, put yourself out there and don't think about it. Just do it, man. Just do it, because the more you do it, you have to start. You're not going to start off perfect. You know, I sometimes have this notion like I have to be perfect. You know, I put this pressure on myself to perform at a high level, and it's like, bro, who are you performing for? You know, nobody knows you anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're not that big of a person to other people as you are in your own head. But yo, man, I'm about to go in here and get these cigars. I'm gonna go get these factory smokes. They have these bundle packs for like cheap. I think it's $25 for like 25 cigars for like $50. And they have these great cheap sticks, man. And I like having a cheap stick every now and then if I can afford it. But I'll go see. I'm gonna check it out. I'll let y'all later.